Let us begin. Click, click, click. Hello everyone, and welcome to Chinatown Confessions, first one for 2026. But currently I'm not in Chinatown, I'm in Strathcona, so let's get going, alright? This is usually how I start my wanderings in the Chinatown from Strathcona, if you've been watching my videos, and I cut through some public housing. And so let's start off by saying that my first Chinatown Confessions for 2026 is actually going to be a review of 2025 because I have tons of content that I have yet to finish. I went to Europe twice this summer and I shot a lot of content, but I have not yet produced a lot of that content. So my bad. I gotta do that, as well as I went to Japan with Camera Girl on vacation and I took a lot of photos, and so I want to talk about those photos, and so I need to kind of create a little bit of content from that. And then I was in Hong Kong, and that's where I had a lot of content. I shot 14 rolls of film. I brought with me I think 9 rolls of film to get developed, and then photo walks, lots of brainstorming for upcoming projects, and a lot of unfinished projects like my Hong Kong Neon project. And so we need to talk about that as well. And so in my head, and also lots of review gear. Right now I have the Light Lens Lab, the 35-1.4 double spherical or dual spherical lens, but I also have other lenses from Thipoc, 7 Artisan, TT Artisans, and other gear that I have to review, including what I'm currently shooting on right now. And so we'll talk about that a little bit later. And this scene obviously looks very familiar to you guys. So let's keep on walking. All right, guys, I'm at my favorite intersection of Gore and Kiefer. And I have this 35 double spherical. I'm trying to take some photos of this right here. And yeah, I think I should get to my seat here. I just love this corner over here, and I love this little strip that I get to walk into when I get to Maxim. So super excited. I was here yesterday with Camera Girl. It was January, I don't even know what the dates are anymore. It was yesterday, January 1st, I think it was. But it was with Camera Girl and it was her day off, so I definitely did not want to overwork, but it doesn't look that busy, so I'm pretty excited. And also I want to just see how good the audio is, because now the microphone's in the front, but yeah, it doesn't look that busy, so hopefully I can get my, that's the alright, thank you. Yeah, so it looks like I'm gonna get my table. So let's get here, get settled in. This is my table right here. I love sitting here. So I'm gonna just set up. Am I close? Did I accidentally zoom in? I think I did. Boom, there you go, much better. All right, I'm gonna put my stuff down. This is my Easy Pack from Easy Pack 15 from Motoncraft. When I'm hauling gear, this is my main camera bag here. And so let me just get settled in. Alright, I just sat down and immediately a Hong Kong milk tea shows up. So cheers, let me just the first sip of the day. So as soon as I sit down, I kind of like set up here, but then I eat first, and then after I eat, I will shoot my video. But this is kind of my routine, kind of vlogging style like this, as I kind of sit here and look around here. Oh, and I just changed the view here. This is called action view. So maybe by now you're already guessing what I'm shooting with, but 13mm equivalent. This is super wide. And I don't think you can change this while recording. So let me just, I think there's a way of pausing. Let me just pause here. All right, so unpause. This is the linear mode, which is what I prefer. So the other one was 13mm, and this is, I think, around 20 or 21. I like linear. What do you think? I think linear is better. Again, another sip. Let me just... Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys, I just finished having my lunch, finished my second cup of milk tea, and now I'm set up with my usual setup with the Pocket 3, I like it for talking head, locked off shots. It's very stable, the IQ is very good. And yeah, I switched from my previous vlogging camera, and I thought I would show what I was using. And it is the Insta360, the Ace Pro 2. Now you guys seen a lot of YouTubers promoting this and talking about it. Leica had a big event in the summer with Insta360, and some of the big names of photography were there to check this out. Now this is like one of those collaboration products that Leica has done for many years, going way back even in the film era. We think of the Minolta CLE and the Leica CL, that was a collaboration, as well as the majority of the R series SLRs that Leica worked in collaboration with Minolta. And then they've done the Deluxe series with Panasonic since 2003, and there's like now 9 versions of the Deluxe camera. And so this is no surprise that Leica is getting into the action camera space, because it's a huge growing market. We think about the GoPros and the DJI products, but this is really unique. When Insta360 reached out and asked me about this, I was already curious about this. My buddy Chris from Chris Meets Chris, he has this, and he's been doing back and forth reviews, and so more of a long-term, like I'm doing, like I did an unboxing video last night, and this is my first time taking this out and shooting with this, but I'm going to use this like a point and shoot. In my video, I showed this next to my GRs and my Deluxe and even some of my film point and shoots, and it feels like a point and shoot. And I like the 21mm field of view, as you guys know. And when you shoot in linear mode stills, it goes from a 13mm equivalent to about a 21mm equivalent. So this is going to be a lot of fun for me. And then when you punch in 2 times, you're getting about a 26mm or 28mm. So again, that's another field of view that I really enjoy shooting. And so this will be my point and shoot. I'm going to try to create some fun content, and this is going to be long term. I'm not going to just do like 1 or 2 videos and then you'll never hear me talking about this. This is going to be always with me. I'm going to have to sort of, in general, temporarily not carry my favorite point and shoot right now. And it still is, for still-centric, the Deluxe 8. This is my favorite still-centric. I've rarely done videos with this, and so if I'm going to be doing mostly stills, it's still going to be the Deluxe 8. But if I'm going to be doing a mixture of stills and video, I mean 8K 30, 4K 120, this is an amazing sort of a hybrid camera. I mean, having an fully articulating screen, it's pretty darn sweet, right? So you can have it face forward like this, or you can have it waist level down like this, or have it closed like this. And I even have the, here, this is, I don't want this to become a Insta360 promotional video here, but here, let's just put this on. So you have this magnetic attachment here that this becomes, there you go, like a little hood here to reduce glare when you're outdoors. So even when you're kind of looking down, look at that. I think there's some really cool accessories for this. So I'm super excited that I'll be shooting with this. So this is like the newest gear for 2026, but it's going to be a big year for a lot of manufacturers. As I showed you before, the Light Lens Lab, dual aspherical, and I was talking to Light Lens Lab, and they said it's going to be a big year, as well as Cypock. They have some cool lenses coming out, and I'm excited to see what Fujifilm and what Leica and all the other manufacturers, including Ricoh, I've kind of lost connection with them. I used to kind of work more closely with them, but I guess they're not interested in me. So, but I'd love to try out the GR4, but for now, still centric point and shoot Deluxe 8, and then sort of hybrid video stills, and maybe on my day off with Camera Girl, I'll bring a film camera, and then I'll bring something like this out with me and be able to create both stills and video content if I need to. And so, 2026, Chinatown Confessions. I'm gonna try to be regular with these, like maybe it'll come out every Friday maybe, or every Saturday. Let me know down in the comments, like if you guys would rather hear Chinatown Confessions on a Monday or a Friday, or maybe midweek, but it has to be something that I can maintain. But I am down here at least once or
twice a week at least during work weeks. And so I could just tell you what's happening, confess things about things that I've been working on, and sort of the struggles I've been having. Oh, these things here. Hey Meta, start recording. So these are the Meta glasses, the Ray-Ban New Wayfarers, and I bought these for Hong Kong. And so I'll embed this in here. I don't know how good this will look with this because the screen is very bright, but it's kind of cool. I got it for B-roll while I was in Hong Kong as I was getting on and off the bus, on and off the ferry. I was going to do POV, kind of loading up film, but I ended up not doing that. But one second. Hey Meta, stop recording. They even have speakers in here, one of those bone conductive speakers, so you can listen to music, you can take phone calls. I think you can do video calls with these, so it's a lot more powerful than I thought. And then when I want to just wear these as regular glasses, I can. So I think these are pretty sweet. So I don't think I'm going to do a dedicated video on these, but I've just kind of, it's included into my ecosystem because as you guys know, I wear Ray-Ban New Wayfarers anyways. It's part of my, as I call it, uniform. And so I can even take these off right now. And so, yeah, let's, I have Mondays is usually when I come here and do this, where I sit down, I have my journal planner and I plan out the week, I plan out the next month or so. So I have some big projects coming up and I have a lot of, as I was mentioning when I was walking, I have tons of stuff that I have to finish off from last year that I haven't touched yet because right after coming back from the field school in Italy with BCIT, then I went to Leica, I went to Munich, I went to Salzburg, and went to Austria, came back, and then I took off again for the Leica MEV1 launch, came back, and then I went to Kyoto, Osaka with Camera Girl, came back, and then I took off to Hong Kong, and then came back, got sick, and then here we are, 2026. And so during all that back and forth, I was accumulating all this content, and I must confess, I have not produced most of it. Now, I wrote notes down here. I did count out my videos of 2025. I actually posted 57, and that's probably the most I've done in a year in a very long time. 57 YouTube videos. So this year, I hope to beat that, especially if I'm going to do Chandra Confessions either once a week or once every other week. That's at least 26 to 50, 50 something videos per year, right? If I'm doing it every other week or every week, so it should be a banner year for videos, and I want to make them as easy and as smooth as possible. And that's kind of why I'm thinking that I know that for Talking Head, this Pocket 3 is going to look better. So when I can, I have the space for it. I mean, the Pocket 3 fits in this little pouch here, right? So it'd be great if Insta360, and maybe they do have something like the Pocket 3, like with a much larger, like a 1-inch sensor, really good IQ, even in lower light. But when I don't have the luxury of carrying all this gear with me, having something like this, if it's good enough for Talking Head, I'll see, right? But when you saw that vlogging footage, I was outside, and that's good enough. But when you're indoors, maybe I'll do a quick test and embed it here.
Alright guys, so now I've switched over to the Insta360 Ace Pro 2 for Talking Head. Now obviously with the right here, the Pocket 3 that I had from DJI, it has a 1-inch sensor, so there's more potential for better video. You get a little bit of shallow depth of field. This is using hyper focal distance focus, and so everything's in focus here.
So let me know, does that look and sound good enough? Because I know the audio in here is pretty darn good. And I do have that little mic air that they have. So maybe, I might just switch to this just to keep my gear load as low as possible because I tend to overcarry gear. So yeah, let's keep things simple for 2026. Be able to create more video content, but as well as keep up with Instagram. I want to rebuild my website. It's a blog format right now, so it's not even really a website. So let me, I need to really work on that as well. So there's a lot of things I need to work on. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your support. Let me know if there's any types of videos you want to see. I know a lot of people like my travel videos, my Hong Kong, walking through Hong Kong. I have a couple of store videos where I visit Mr. David Chan's store, but he wasn't there. And that's another thing I want to confess, is that I ended up not being able to meet up with him. Miss Jung, I had some gifts for him from myself, but as well as from followers. So I delivered those gifts and I delivered a message to Mr. David Chan, hoping that he was well, and I hope to see him again soon. So on this trip, on my most recent trip, I wasn't able to see Mr. David Chan, but I did do a little video tour of his new store. And then I also did a little tour of All Good Friend in Champagne Court. So I have those 2 videos, plus photo walks, plus little mini vlogs. I think I did shoot a Chinatown Confessions in Hong Kong, which was a lot of fun doing that in a Chinatown. So that will be coming up. And then, as I said, all the other videos from Europe and just tons of content. So I really need to catch up. So I'm gonna catch up. All right. So let me know if you have any questions down below. Let me know if you have any suggestions to make better content for you. I need sponsors. Sponsors really help, because a lot of these videos I spent a lot of time making, and you guys know that AdSense doesn't really amount to much. And so like the videos if you can, comment, that really is helpful, and let's get some sponsors for 2026. All right, so thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you soon, and happy shooting. Click, click, click. Peace.